Hey guys, Matt the Optimist here. Welcome back to my channel. Today's the first day of winter. I'm pretty excited to go through all the. I'm happy to see all things transpire as winter goes along. Christmas, Christmas Eve, having Christmas dinner. I heard it's gonna be snowing on Christmas Day, for what I've heard. So it's gonna be a white Christmas. Like literally, all the snow is gonna be on the ground. And this month, I'm planning on watching Aquaman and Bumblebee. Bumblebee. I know they're out, but since I'm recording this, I'm going to be giving you Christmas history facts and trivia. It's on history.com. I'm watching it on my tablet. So it was made December 17th, 2018, and I'll be reading this all from here. So oh, if you want, you can subscribe to my channel. Press the like, thumbs up button. Press thumbs down. Post your comments down below, and press the notification button for future content. I said I was going to be doing some Christmas history stuff, and I'm doing just that. Long before there was a Grinch who stole Christmas, there was Krampus, or Krampus, the devilish half man, half goat that helps out jolly Saint Nicholas by stuffing naughty Austrian children in sacks and dragging them to hell. Scary, scary. Yes, the true history of Christmas is as colorful as your neighbor's seizure-inducing house light display. Learn more about the pagan origins of Christmas traditions and gather some fun trivia to share over a mug of expired eggnog. Why would you want to eat expired eggnog? Isn't that gross? Eh. Who was such Saturnalia, the original Christmas? Saturnalia. Okay. The ancient Roman festival of Saturnalia was the most anticipated week on the Roman calendar, celebrated every December during the winter solstice, in paying homage to Saturn, the god of time and agriculture. Romans would take the week off from work, even the slaves. Decorate their homes with pine wreaths, light festive candles, attend raucous parties and feasts. I couldn't even spell raucous right. Let me know what this word spells. What's this word called? Raucous. Let me know what that's called. And exchange gifts and offerings. When the Roman Empire embraced Christianity, many of these traditions were carried over to the celebration of Christmas. Not bad. Was Jesus really born on December 25th? Well, I guess I'll have to find out. There was no solid evidence that Jesus was born in December. In fact, his birth wasn't celebrated or even mentioned until centuries after the establishment of Christianity. Clues from the biblical account point to a spring birth, shepherds tending their flocks, and it's likely that the Romans chose December 25th as the date to coincide with Saturnalia and convinced the empire's remaining pagans to accept the strange new religion. Interesting. Who was the original Santa Claus? The legendary figure of Santa Claus can be traced back to Saint Nicholas, a Turkish-born monk from the third century who gained fame wandering the countryside, helping the poor and sick. In Holland, Saint Nicholas is known as Santa Claus, Klaas. And the anniversary of his death on December 6th is a much-loved holiday. Dutch immigrants to New York brought Sinterklaas. Oh, Sinterklaas. Whoops, I should say Sinterklaas. Dutch immigrants to New York brought Sinterklaas to America, where writers like Washington Irving penned entertaining tales of Inglicid Santa Claus, of the Inglicid Santa Claus. Inglicid? I can't even spell right. But the enduring details of Santa's story, the red suit, rotund belly, and reindeer-pulled flying sleigh, were popularized by the 1822 poem, An Account of a Visit from St. Nicholas, with its immortal first line, "'Twas the night before Christmas." Sorry, I couldn't even spell the words. I have pragmatic speech issues. What is a Yule log? Yule log? Let's find out. An Iron Age tradition of burning huge logs to ring in the new year evolved over the centuries into a rich Christmas dessert made of rolled sponge cake and whipped cream. That sounds tasty. At the end of December, Celtic and Gaelic cultures used to decorate a large log with holly pine cones and a splash of wine and burn it to cleanse the old year and usher in the spring. Starting as far back as the 1600s, the Yule log was replaced by a log-shaped cake decorated to look like the real thing, but tastes much better. That's pretty interesting. The Confederate origins of Jingle Bells. Ugh. Oh well. Penned by a Northerner who proudly fought for the Confederacy, Jingle Bells never mentions Christmas, but does talk about drag racing sleighs and picking up girls. Not bad. Sorry about the buzzing. That's from Twitter, Messenger, whatever, wherever. The song's composer James Lord Pierpont broke with the Boston family's abolitionist stance and joined the South in the Civil War, where he wrote popular Confederate anthems like "We Conquer" or "Die." Ugh, controversial there, probably. Jingle Bells was originally titled "One Horse Open Sleigh" and may have first been performed in blackface. Blackface? I don't get it. I know what blackface is, but I don't really care. Okay, why do we kiss under the mistletoe? The custom of stealing a Christmas kiss under the mistletoe as has its clearest connection with Norse mythology. Ooh, I love Norse mythology. If I haven't played Age of Mythology, I wouldn't have known about Norse mythology, in which Frigg, the goddess of love, promised to kiss any creature that passed beneath the evergreen sprig after it was used to revive her son Baldur, or whatever, from the dead after initially killing them. The Celtic Druids also saw mistletoe, which blossoms in the winter, as a sacred symbol of vivacity, and prescribed it for fertility issues. The modern tradition of meeting under the mistletoe started in England, and is won over superstitious smoochers worldwide. Okay. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer began as a marketing campaign. In 1939, retail giant Montgomery Ward came up with the idea of writing its own Christmas book to hand out to kids during the coming holiday shopping season. The task fell to copywriter Robert May, who took inspiration from his daughter's love of the reindeers at the zoo and his own childhood as a small, shy kid who was never invited to play sports. More than 2 million copies of the original Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer illustrated booklet were distributed in 1939, and the character instantly became a beloved part of American Christmas lore. Not bad. When did Christmas start decorating Christmas trees? For thousands of years, cultures from Egypt to northern Europe have celebrated the winter solstice by decorating their homes with green palm fronds and evergreen boughs to breathe life into the shortest, darkest day of the year. The first Christmas trees were brought indoors by 16th century German Christians, and Martin Luther, not the one here from during the Civil Rights Movement, is credited with placing the first burning candles in a Christmas tree to mimic the sparkling stars. Puritanical American preachers railed against pagan Christmas trees, and the tradition didn't catch on in the U.S. homes until the 1890s. All right. When did poinsettias become a popular Christmas decoration? In Mexico, poinsettias grow wild in large bushes that flush with bright red leaves in the dead of winter. In fact, in Mexico, poinsettias are called Flor de Nochebuena, or Christmas Eve flower. They got their odd English name from Joel R. Poinsett, the very first U.S. Minister of Mexico, who brought back the red and green plants from a visit in 1828. Christmas was just beginning to be widely celebrated in America, and Poinsett rightly predicted that the festive plants would be a seasonal hit. By 1900, they were a universal symbol of Christmas. A wrong number called to NORAD launched the Santa Tracker. That's interesting. In 1955, at the height of Cold War tensions with the Soviet Union, a general at the Conventional Air Defense Command in Colorado received a call on a top secret hotline, bracing himself for news of a missile attack. The general instead heard the shaky voice for a young boy asking, "Are you really Santa Claus?" The number had been mistakenly published in the newspaper as a Sears Santa hotline, but instead of dismissing the incident, CONAD, American Aerospace Defense Command, or NORAD, in 1958, embraced the role as the official Santa Tracker, using its massive satellite network once a year to broadcast Santa's exact whereabouts. Today, 1,500 NORAD troops and volunteers answer phone lines on Christmas Eve. Okay. What other important events happened on Christmas Day? Late on Christmas Day, 1776, George Washington led the Continental Army across the icy Delaware River in a surprise attack on the British forces. Charlemagne, the father of Europe, was crowned emperor of the Romans by Pope Leo III on Christmas Day in the year 800 AC. The Treaty of Ghent, officially ending the War of 1812, was signed on Christmas Day. 1814, and the Apollo 8 crew orbited the moon for the very first time on Christmas Day. 1968, signing off their live TV broadcast with the memorable "Merry Christmas and God bless all of you on the good earth." Okay, when Christmas stopped a war. That's interesting. On December 7th, 1914, 5 months into the outbreak of fighting in the war in World War I, Pope Benedict XV, whatever that means, 15, I think, called for a temporary ceasefire during the Christmas season. Military leaders on all sides ignored the request, but the troops in the trenches responded. As night fell on Christmas Eve, sounds of Christmas carols began ringing out in German and English across no man's land. The next morning, unarmed German soldiers approached the British lining, shouting "Merry Christmas." They were met with hearty handshakes, gifts of chocolate and cigarettes, and in the spirit of a game of soccer. The so-called Christmas truce was short-lived and never repeated, but it speaks to our shared sense of humanity, even in the darkest of moments. All right, that's pretty much it of the Christmas facts and trivia. All right, honestly, these are pretty interesting facts here. So if you like this video and if you like to learn more about Christmas, go look it up online. If you like this video, I'm gonna repeat it again. Post your comments down below. Subscribe to my channel and press the notification button and press the thumbs up or thumbs down button if you dislike some of the stuff. And happy first day of winter. I'm Matt the Optimist. Peace. The Frel out.